What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Four Black Guys Show. We is in the hizzo up in the house, man, and it is time for another good time. What y'all say? I'm saying yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's do it. Here we go. What's going on, guys?
A Negro go on vacation and come back just
energized,
and just leaving us in the dust right now. That's what vacation to do for you, I guess.
I guess so. Cause
hey, man,
I ain't been on one. I ain't that spry.
That's spry.
I'm not that spry.
Hey, if you go on one, you will get spry. If you see what I'm saying.
Hey, Brenda, how you doing?
I think that's overrated.
That's you, James. Let me tell you why, Lovejoy, that is for you. That's because you try to go on several vacations at one time instead of just
yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. Is that your conclusion?
You try to do too much in one vacation. That's probably the problem.
You can't do that. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna go over here for a few days. Then we're gonna fly over here for a few. Sit down.
Go somewhere. Sit down.
Somewhere. SOT. Sit down somewhere.
Hey man, I didn't think about that, but you may be right though. You may be right. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we hear you. Okay. This James Fred and all of that background noise that with him riding in the car.
Right.
He not driving.
He said he was driving.
He said he was driving.
You can tell us anything. We can't see.
Right. You can't see him.
But Steve, tell us about this vacation, man.
Let me get the intro out first, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
So everybody put your fours up. Everybody can see our fours except for James Fred because he said he's driving, but I don't know. So welcome to the Four Black Guys Show, everybody. Want to thank y'all for coming in, visiting us with us every Sunday night, except for the times that we are on vacation. Every Sunday night.
Right. We're on vacation. Who is the weird, sir?
Huh?
When you're on vacation.
Hey, man, y'all could have did it without me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. James know how to do this thing. But every Sunday night at 7:30, man, we on here, man, just expressing ourselves and having a good time and letting everybody know what's up in the community, getting out information, health information, financial information, man. You come here, you gonna get it. You understand? If you need it, we got it.
You ain't getting it tonight. I can pretty much guarantee you ain't getting it tonight.
You gonna get it tonight.
You ain't getting none of that tonight.
You
get straight foolishness tonight.
Don't listen to him.
Okay, so it's one of those shows.
I mean, he just came back off vacation. He ain't got no docket.
What you, man? You don't know what I got. I always got.
Okay. Show me then, Playboy.
You know what I'm saying, Playboy? You don't know nothing about
me. Then, Playboy. Tell me something. What up, Tracy with an eye? I see you, Tracy with an eye in here.
Up,
Mike in here.
What's up, Mike?
I can't see comments, guys. So y'all gonna have to help your boy out tonight. I can't see comments. So
yeah, we having some technical difficulties in Jasper and wherever the heck James is. We're gonna tell him when he. What's up, Tracy? What's going on? We got Michelle Shorts. Anyway, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to hit like. What's up, Ed? Oh, we got Sister Mac in the house tonight.
Yes,
what's going on, lady? If you want to hit like, want you to share if you're on Facebook. Now, if you're on YouTube, want you to do something a little different, want you to hit subscribe, and then we want you to do one of these to the notification bell. Hit it right quick without one of them crosses like that, so you'll be notified when we are on and live and popping all the way live. But anyway, me and the wife went to Cancun.
Now let's get to it. Yeah.
Cancun owes me $0. You hear me, that bro?
They owe you $0.
They owe me Nathan at all. We went to we called an excellent deal. Let me see. This is what I got in my back pocket. You ain't know I had to look at it. Pow! If you go to Costco and you check on, they have deals all the time for resorts in Mexico and other places. And if you catch them with a deal, you can go to Cancun on the low. I ain't gonna tell you how much I paid, but I told a couple of my brothers. They didn't believe me. But we had an all-inclusive resort stay at Vintes El Cid at the marina. That I'll It was all inclusive. My flight was included, food. Well, not a hotel, but we had a beautiful room, beautiful suite with a
that was
deck.
nice. Nice.
With a deck that faced out to the infinity pool and the ocean.
That was nice, bro.
Butler service. Butler.
Oh, I saw your swan towels and
towels.
Your swan towels.
Yes.
and your rose petal sprinklings.
And sprinkled on the bed. Yes. Yes, so we had a little anniversary pack. We upgraded to the premium package. Now, let me tell y'all, upgrade to the premium package because it's not much more. It was only like maybe $200-$300 more than what we had already paid, right? So if you go to Costco, listen to me one more time. Go to Costco. They got deals out there. You catch a good deal. Now, if you catch a deal with we'll get a couples together because all the fellas, man, we got to go.
Right.
I'm telling you. Second
I don't
night.
know if I want to go to Cancun with hard leg. I'm sorry.
Second night.
Second night. Look at him. He's strong. He's strong, y'all. Steve.
Strong. But the wife had a wonderful time, man.
I'm sure she did.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure she did. Scrimp.
I've been like,
hey, what's that? Like,
hey, come put your leg up right here. Come put your leg up over here, right here.
See right there. See right there. See, you give him this much. Hey, you cracked the door that much. He just kicked the whole thing up.
Right.
Yes,
right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, man. What's up, Jay McMillan?
Jay Mac, what's going on, baby?
What's up, Carlton? Yeah, man. Hey, those pictures don't even do it justice, y'all. I'm serious. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful. And Love, I gotta send you a picture, man, because I know you like fishing too, right?
Yeah.
We came across.
I'm not gonna touch the fish, but I do want to go fish.
Well, you wouldn't have touched this one, Doc, because let me tell you something. We took a ride out because we like to see how the locals live. When we go someplace, we just don't want to sit there at the resort and get all with the pretty and all that. The Americanized version of going somewhere foreign.
Yeah.
We went out to the docks, man, and at this other port, and man, I've seen the biggest fish caught in my life. You understand me? I've never seen something so huge in real life that it was a grouper.
Okay.
Let me try to get to this picture right quick. Look at this.
Y'all see this? Your torso. Dang. That's a grouper?
Yeah, that's a grouper, dog.
Whoa.
And you can't see it, but they caught it in this little dinghy off to the right.
Really?
Oh, it was swimming over there.
Huh?
Okay, I see it.
And so, but yeah, man, it was an awesome time, y'all. And let me tell you one more time, go check out Costco because I ain't noticed. This is something. If you go to Costco, they have deals on vacation, guys. And so you might want to go check on that, all right, just in case. But anyway, we had a great time, man. Thank y'all for looking at some of the pictures. I didn't want to, people be bragging and stuff on Facebook. Hey, we out here living lives. We doing it big.
Living
we
our best life.
I ain't
going
like
back and forth with you, Negro.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to let everybody know that we had a great time. That's all I want to say.
Hey, Steve. Yeah. Steve, let me kill this misnomer. Dude, you know how that book. I want to see. I was like, my boy, the bed look amazing. And I just, I had them little crazy thoughts. I wanted to Steve and Tanya mess the bed up and play with the little towels and stuff and get kinky and stuff. So look, bro, if for nobody else, listen to me. If for nobody else, put them up for me. I want to see them. I want to be happy with you. I want to be happy with you.
I'm not gonna send you any of the towel pictures.
Wait a minute. I can't get it out my eye. My eyes are burning.
Hey man, honestly, Steve, I want to see him, man. And it's okay. Okay, but check this out. But it's okay, man. You work. I ain't gonna cuss tonight. You work your tail off dude, put that stuff out there, man, because everybody ain't gonna hate. I'm glad you went somewhere nice and that was accommodating. You had old butler service.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, let me live vicariously through you, because I don't like vacation. So let me be happy for somebody.
Who don't like vacations?
He don't like it because he be trying to do too much, man.
Okay, we just figured that out, Steve. We just figured that out. Okay, now I understand why I don't like vacation.
Right.
But for right now, because I'm not going ever again. What I'm asking you to do for me is let me live vicariously through your life. Put them all out there. Get whoever else that think you trying to brag. I don't care what they think. I want to see it.
How about
I think I missed something. Did we address the fact that he played on vacation?
Oh, Jesus.
Y'all didn't see
Yeah,
it?
no, we totally washed over that. Let's talk about that, James.
He on vacation. I looked up. There's a video. Steve up on his folk keyboard playing salsa music.
Hey, I know what you were doing, boy. Hey, were you trying to set something up, man?
That's what it was all about right there, huh?
That's all you gotta do, bro. I'm with you. Steve. I'm with you.
I'm talking about, and didn't just play with the band. I'm talking about did a whole solo.
A solo with
It
the
was
band.
not a solo. That's now you're going too far.
Yes, it was. They did you. It was.
That's what I'm talking about.
They gave him some playing room. They said, "Here, stretch out."
Right.
Steve took over. He was directing
Why is it not
on the ship.
See now you know when they lying.
No, I saw you was looking at old boy over there. You was directing. I saw it too.
We saw it. See, Fred backing me up. He saw it too. I ain't crazy.
You gonna go with Fred?
You got a takeover spirit, Steve. That's all it is. You gonna get these folks ship with these folk band and took over. He got a takeover spirit. That's what it is.
No. And Lovejoy would back me up on this. It's called leadership.
No.
Leadership.
No. We're all leaders in our own right. It's the difference between leadership and takeover spirit. You have a takeover spirit.
Right.
But Mario, if someone don't step up to lead, the leader in you comes out.
Thank you,
Lovejoy.
So basically, you saying for this band that was booked at this vacation destination that does this on a regular basis, there was not a leader amongst them.
There was not a leader.
There was a void. There was a void.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Took Stephen Myers from Alabama to come
on
and take over.
And take over.
Hey man,
that's exactly okay. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Lovejoy. I told you he was gonna take up for me right there. I told you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm talking about how many. I want to know how many people.
See what I'm talking about.
See, that's the guy don't like mess.
He don't like
he
mess.
silenced him.
He silenced my enemies.
He silenced your enemy. Wow.
Lord is in this holy temple.
Oh,
and all the earth be silent before him, James Fred.
Okay. All right, guys, we gotta move on.
To what?
No, we really don't. We really don't, Steve. Hey,
what we moving to? What we doing? What we talking about?
We gotta talk about our week. I just want to hear.
Right. What you do this week? Nothing. What you do, Steve? Cancun.
Exactly.
Nothing else we did that week matters. Nothing. Don't even ask because none of it stacks up. It don't even matter.
No, sir.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Lojo, what you do this week?
Nothing.
Thank you. Fred, what you do this week?
Absolutely nothing, sir.
Right there. What I did? Nothing. Steve, what you did? Cancun.
Took over band.
Right. Took over a Mexican band in Cancun.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm proud of you, boy. Yeah. You in that? Hey, I'm in A Sharp. What y'all playing there? Y'all need to come on flow with me. This is what I'm going with. You know that look musicians give each other. This is what I'm going with. I need y'all to come with me.
Y'all come.
My girl out there in the order. She needs to see what I'm.
Right.
Y'all gonna let me tell the truth of the story?
We're gonna let you tell the story because you're lying. You call the keyboard player, go take a break, go sit at the bar, have your drink. On me.
I'll call you when I need you. I'll call you.
Right. They told the dude to come up and play one song. The dude did a whole hour set by himself.
Okay. I see. All right. I see how it is. I see how it is tonight.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm watching the MTV Video Music Awards. And why? I don't know nobody on here. I can't tell you nothing. Nobody's singing right now. It's that what's that little boy?
Nas X gonna win one of them.
Lil Nas X is on right now, and right now he ain't doing nothing out of the way, but it's coming. I really
His video gonna win. You can't.
Oh yes,
Who
he
gonna
is. He
top
got
a video? Who gonna top a video where you give the devil a lap dance and then kill it?
Oh no,
What?
he got a bunch of guys dressed in pink doing twerking on the stage behind him.
Okay. Hey, Mario.
Yeah.
Uh,
I only played one called Smack. I
okay, let me say it
the
proper.
whole song.
Let me say,
Say
it
what?
proper. Let me say it proper. Honestly, I said the same thing when I saw they was advertised, and I was like, I don't even know who these people are. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hand it back over to Mr. Myers, and we're gonna talk more about this vacation they was on.
Because you don't want to talk about no guys dressed in pink twerking.
That's not even important to me.
So back to you, Mr. Takeover Spirit. What did you do with the keyboard player? Where did he go?
I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? So
okay,
we were in there listening to the live band. They were doing their last song of the night, right? And so one of the other couples that we went with, husband, you know, he did like this, like play or whatever, you know, because you know there's a language barrier. And so when I walked in, he was doing like this to the guy, and he said, "Come on." The guy told him to come up, and he said, "Nah." Then he pointed at me. And so he told me, "Well, come on." And so they were playing. I don't even remember. It was like I don't even remember what the song was. He was only playing Mario. He was only playing 2 chords in the song. So it wasn't hard. So I just went up there.
Mute your phone, Fred.
Yeah, I played for about two minutes, if that. I played for about 2 minutes, if that, and then I was done.
Mario, how long was the video for real? Was it 2 minutes?
The video was longer than 2 minutes, bro.
It was not.
Okay.
The video was longer than 2 minutes, bro.
Why is you
it's okay, Steve.
It's all right.
It's okay.
Just say what you did. It's okay. I
So
gotta change this. Hey, this hurting my eyes. I gotta change channel. Okay.
So
all
to
right.
Carlton Mack, bro, I only did a piece of a song at the end of their set. It was at the end, and that was it. Now, can we move on?
No, Smooth Fingers went over there and took over, didn't
he? Yeah, he did. Went over there and took over. They told him to take a solo. Chief was in it for about 15 minutes by himself. Bruh, you should have seen it. Giving it to him. Baby Chick in the house. Ding, ding, bling, bling. If y'all don't know who Baby Chick Korea is, a famous jazz pianist. We call Steve Baby Chick. He was boy, Steve, you was getting it to him, boy.
Why is you lying?
Hey, Steve, did Tony do this?
Oh, I don't know. Yes, because he said that right there. Yeah, she swooned over him.
That's why he went over there and took over.
That's what it was. You know what your woman like, boy. Don't you tell the truth?
I'm talking about, hey man, hey, let's go with it, Steve.
You guys, y'all would be proud of me.
I'm proud of you when I saw you. Hey, it's somebody at my front door.
Hell, I'm proud of you now.
Guess what I had, and I'm saying this on air because because it's rare and it rarely ever happens. I drank a whole margarita.
No.
What?
Oh, hey.
The Lord is coming tomorrow.
Hey, okay. Okay, what kind of margarita did you get?
Was the margarita green?
Yeah, it was green.
It was a lime margarita.
Lime margarita.
How was it, Steve?
It was good. It wasn't because the guy who
ain't got nothing to measure it against.
He didn't make
Your
it very.
application to the preacher circle has just been revoked.
Have them jokers drinking anyway. They just don't tell
I'm
nobody.
telling you, way harder than margaritas.
But it was closer to being sweet than bitter, because you know some of them can get real bitter depending on how they make it. But this, it had the salt on the rim, and it was good, man. It was smooth.
Oh,
I hear you. That's all
you
right.
just went over there and just let your hair down, didn't you?
Yeah.
Hey,
Man, we
you
been
can do that in Cancun. Don't nobody over there know you. Do whatever you want.
But now everybody knows now. But you know what I mean? It was good. It was good, man.
Yeah, sure, Steve.
But you know, I'm the type. I'm at least take a sip and try to see what it tastes like. You know what I mean?
Okay, you'll try it once, huh?
Right.
Did you play on the balcony?
No,
Did
okay.
you what?
Couldn't play on the balcony because it was all gated and people could see up into the balcony.
Oh,
So my point is, did you play on the balcony?
well, let me let you understand something. What I know about Steve is he's not an exhibitionist.
Oh, no.
So Now they had been your boy.
What did you
Yes,
call
sir.
going
If it
to
had
another
been your
country?
boy, I'm just saying it might have been a different thing. However, I'm just
Come put your leg up right here just for a minute. Put your leg up.
I ain't telling y'all nothing else about me, man.
I told y'all wasn't finna get nothing useful tonight. Hey, we in this, right? We in this all
No,
night.
we in Cancun right now with Steve. I need to see. That's what I'm saying. I need to know. I need to know, man. I just not about little kinky details, but I want to. I'm happy, man. You got away and you was able to jive. You was able to be with the girl. I'm serious. I'm happy. You deserve a break like that, dude. So
Yes,
come on,
sir.
let's go with it.
I appreciate it, man. I had a
Yeah,
great
bro.
time, bro.
Yeah, bro. Congratulations to you.
What
Well,
other
James
freaking stuff
Fred-
did you do while you was over there?
So right now,
What other freaking stuff did you do while you was over there?
I can't tell you that, man.
And we're moving. Door has been kicked in.
Yes, sir. Yes, it has. And guess what, Mario? I ain't going nowhere till I get some more details.
You ain't getting none.
Well,
You ain't getting none.
you stay right there. The bus is moving
Right.
on.
You stay right there. We moving.
I'm gonna hold on to the back of the bus.
Okay, hold on. You keep holding on, baby.
No, but you got to tell us, Steve. You got to give us story. I ain't not your kinky details, but you have to tell us. I mean, the experience, man. Some people watch this. Some people would never ever go.
Right. So let me tell you this. I did post a video of one of their what do you want to call it? Events where they had people with fire. I don't know if y'all saw that. I posted that live. They were twirling fire. It was like a fire display. And let me tell you, it was awesome. Now, the only thing bad about it is that the kerosene smell was overpowering. But for them to be able to twirl with fire, and women had hula hoops with fire on, and just that was amazing. It felt like I was in doggone Hawaii, man. But I mean, in the heat you felt coming off the stage was amazing.
Okay. So did you think one time?
Listen, Steve, just answer the question. Did you do anything kinky with the fire? That's what he's gonna ask. That's what he's gonna ask.
And we're moving. He took too long.
So, or did you say? You see how that girl swimming her hips? Later on, you see how she doing that? You see that? I'm gonna need you to do that when we get back up here. This wrong.
Put your leg right here.
My guess is Tanya must not be watching the show tonight.
She's upstairs on another call. Yeah, they have fire. Edwina, go look at one of my stories on Facebook, and you'll see they have fiery hula hoops. These ladies and men they didn't put out, they didn't do the whole fire in the mouth thing. They was doing twirling, and it was Lovejoy.
I just had a thought, man. I just had a thought. I'm gonna need you back to the room.
Look, I'm gonna need you to go take a blue pill.
Okay, man.
They're gonna talk to your wife.
Hey, I'm good. I don't need to do that right now. I only do that right now. I'm talking to you. Did you get to the room and almost start a fire in the room because you was trying some of that stuff?
Hey man.
No, but I can tell you there was a lot of friction.
Ha! And friction leads to heat.
That's what I need, Steve. That's what I need, man. That's what I'm talking about. Come on.
And heat leads to smoke. And where there's smoke,
There's
fire.
Aha!
Aha.
All right, man. I'm done. Hey, man.
Okay.
Seriously, man. Seriously. You needed that, man. You needed that.
Yeah, I did. I really did. We both did, man.
Yeah. And that's what I meant. Sometimes, man, you just have to get away and just change your perspective, man. So good, man. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Seriously.
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go to James Fred now because he just left from vacation, a slight vacation. He went to Memphis, walking in Memphis.
Walking with my feet 10 feet off a bill. Come on, James Fred. How was
Memphis with your lady?
It was pretty good, man. It was impromptu, kind of last minute, and just wanted to get away for a few days. That's all. It was
the best time, James.
Her birthday was last week, so it was one of those the day before. Pack your bags, we're leaving tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm talking about.
But I tell you what, we had a good time. Though. We had a real good time. We did. Good enough to the point where we're gonna go back and try to spend some more time.
No,
really?
Okay.
We was, Saturday. We was out all day Saturday. I think we left the room at like 8 o'clock and didn't get back to like 11, 12 o'clock at night. We was just everywhere. Of course,
what time y'all got back in the morning?
About midnight when we finally got back to the room. And then we got up this morning and went to some more places before we started heading back.
James. Hey, James, let me ask you a question. So you said it was kind of impromptu?
Yes.
Okay. And how did you tell Jess that y'all was going?
I don't think he told her.
I told her. What you mean? I said, baby, we're gonna go to Memphis this weekend. She said, oh, okay.
Okay, well, that's good.
Was there any kind of like touching? Did you push up against the wall and you say, hey, listen, go pack your bag. We about to go.
Hey man, hold on, freeze, stop, skirt, man. Hey man, I'm gonna give you a 1-year free subscription to Pornhub because you're up here,
Hey Mario.
What?
Don't need it. Wink. What's that sound? Doom, digga, doom, doom. I know the sound when Pornhub come on. So I don't need it.
Wow.
Hey, Steve.
Drink that, sip that tea. Michelle said everyone needs some replenish time. In my opinion, we focus too much on how busy we can keep ourselves. That's true. We all need a vacation, man. I'm telling y'all right now, man. Vacation. I put a picture on Facebook and said vacation does the wife good. I'm telling you, man. She is refreshed. She is inspired, man. She's up there making videos now. And let me plug my wife right quick. She's got a vlog that she's going to do called Take Two with Tanya, and dealing with women and what they do and how to live after 50 or after divorce and after everything else. So it's gonna be a good podcast when she's done with it. I had to plug that in. Anyway, all right. Lovejoy, what you been?
Be a good show we need to have for men.
This is this is the show.
Yeah, this is it. This is the show.
Yeah. He went up a couple octaves, didn't he?
Right. Pick it up there. This is the show.
This is it. This is the show for men. 40 plus.
Right.
So let's go back to James. And James never answered that question I asked him.
I tried to get you out of it, James. I tried to. Yeah. But he came right on back around to it.
James, you there?
His mic is off.
He muted.
Yeah, his mic is off. He going through a bad section. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Appreciate it. She is beautiful.
There you go,
One of the
Steve.
reasons I married her. One of the reasons. There
Yes,
are many.
sir.
All right, y'all. Well, since James is muted, let's go ahead and move forward, y'all. So we're still dealing with COVID. It's still out there. We still. Oh,
Hey man, you can't do that, Steve. You can't do that. You can't do that, dude. You can't do that. Yeah, that's like when you're in worship service and somebody come and snatch you out of the presence. You can't do that. You can't segue into COVID when James over there just saying, "Hey, pack your bags, let's go. Don't ask no more questions." You over there serenading and taking over people's set. And so how you segue into COVID from something like that?
Okay,
Then
well, I'm gonna let you say.
Okay, but check this out. And then the picture where you got the aura around you and the glow and stuff, you can't segue into no COVID with no kind of stuff like that, dude. Come on, man. Don't do us like that.
We gotta give at least some good information.
Right, we gotta give some kind of constructive information.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do it for y'all then. Wait. Okay, y'all go ahead.
All right, then.
Tony's
wants to get no constructive information. He just want to talk about y'all, y'all positions and stuff.
Right,
and stuff. Y'all, yeah, man. Go ahead, get them COVID numbers, man. What we looking like?
And the duration thereof.
Listen, Lovejoy.
Damn, how long
me and Jesse are not married, so we don't do that stuff.
They saved, huh? Come on, somebody.
Me and Jesse are not married, so we don't do that stuff.
You know what? James, shut the hell up. And because you know what I know, and I've been doing this for 27 years, boy. You can't bullshit a bullshit. So you can go on somewhere with that. Now back to the regular scheduled program.
Know what you talking about, man? James and Jesse is virgins. I don't know
they
what
virgin.
you talking about. They virgin.
They good
we
Christians.
saved around here, man. We some saved folk.
They good Christians over there.
Saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost.
Filled with the
Hey, come on, boy.
Hey, untie his bow tie.
They probably did. She probably did. I'm just saying. But you ain't getting nothing on here tonight, boy. I promise you. I don't get nothing.
Not nothing.
I can't go on vacation. If y'all gonna act like this every time I go on vacation, dude, I can.
Okay, well, expect it then. Because I'm looking for pictures, and then when you come back, I'm like, Steve, what you do again? Did you tell her pull a leg right here?
We got Steve, what them COVID numbers look like, please, sir?
Can I move forward now?
Yes, you may. Please.
All right, guys. We're looking
Don't let them pull you back into the muck and mire.
Oh man.
Okay.
Go ahead, Steve.
I had the numbers, man. He done messed me up now.
I need.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh.
Okay, Mario.
Huh?
Pull up your story right quick, dude. That you was gonna talk about.
Well, we were talking about. I was watching earlier this week. I thought I sent you a story about it. You guys heard about the guy that took down they removed the statue of Robert E. Lee in Virginia.
I had heard that.
You had heard, and just so happened, the ironic thing of it all is that the construction company that removed the statue was a black-owned company. Yeah. It was a black-owned company. Yeah. A guy named Devon Henry has a construction company. And how it came about was they had sent contracts out to several different construction companies. Well, a lot of white construction companies refused to remove the statue.
Really?
Yeah, refused to move the statue. And so his company, of course, agreed to remove it. Now, this is not the first statue. He moved several of those Confederate statues around the country. It's his construction company. has, and as a result, and this is a talking point, as a result, has received numerous death threats.
Of course.
From various nationalists, white nationalist groups and organizations. I just thought it ironic, that a black man with a black-owned company, construction company, and apparently Virginia had I think they call it Monument Row, where they had several different statues of various Confederate leaders or whatever. He's removed all of those. I want to say this Robert E. Lee was the last one standing, and boop, got him. Boop,
what was his response, Mario, to the death? What was his response to the death threat?
Really haven't given mama. Right. I saw him on an interview with Roland Martin, and he just said, really, man, he just took it all in stride. It's nothing that's really changed in his life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, good.
He said now his eyes are open. You know, he's checking and keeping a watch around himself, but he's gotten death threats. His family has gotten death threats. But he said he's just taking it in stride.
Okay.
Nothing that stops his day-to-day actions or activities. So, but like I said, man, kudos up to trying to find the name of the company. But again, his name is Devon Henry, and his construction company is the company that's responsible for taking down the statue of Robert E. Lee. Now, what did they do with that stuff? I think they said a lot of these statues are going to they're going in storage until somebody I guess somebody's trying to start like a Confederate museum or something to that effect.
Where they belong.
Where they belong, right.
You
and
know,
so until that happens, they just go into like a little storage. But go ahead.
My thing is, man, America pay, we're the only country that I know of that legally and spent dollars on racism and symbols of racism, because it was a failed rebellion.
Right.
Period.
Right.
The Confederacy was a failed rebellion, and to fly that on national parks in national places where there's taxpayer money. And it's funny, you get the right wing mad about NPR, but we paying tax dollars to clean.
James Fred.
I'll mute James. I'll mute
a lot of noise.
We pay tax dollars to clean and to upkeep these statues. These are public funds that we have, y'all. Are going to these things, right? But it's an image of a failed rebellion, something that has failed, and we should not have to pay for them. Period. And I think that because it is somebody's history, it is America's history, but it's a history that needs to be displayed somewhere in the dark in a museum somewhere.
Right.
And if you want to go idolize that, if you want to go worship that, whatever you want to go do with that, do it in a private space, a privately owned museum or whatever, and have it there, and take it out of the national eye, take it off the national parks. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to pay for that mess, because we don't need to see it. It's something that has failed. And when I see a Confederate flag, I want to say, it's a flag of a loser, right? Y'all
Come on.
You lost. You flying a loser flag.
Exactly. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%.
That's my whole thing with it.
Couple of things I see wrong with this whole scenario is that it's our people of color, more specifically black people, tax dollars that are paying for a history that's directed toward us in hatred. And it almost seemed like the government is saying, shut your mouth. I know you were done wrong by this, but shut your mouth and pay for it. It's still a slap in our face. Second thing is, this museum or this place that they should go, who's going to fund it?
I can tell you that. I will tell you that.
It would hopefully private. Go ahead.
9 times out of 10, the first of all, let's go back to this. The people, the organization responsible for putting up, I would say 90% of these statues are the Daughters of Confederate Veterans.
Okay.
Okay. And these statues were put up 100 years ago. Let's say, Daughters of Confederate Veterans, that's an actual organization. You have Sons of Confederate Veterans, Daughters of Confederate Veterans, but they made a push around the turn of the century to put up these statues. And I was watching a documentary, and I forget what it was, but at the time there was something going on in the Black community. Something that was galvanizing the Black community around the same time. And this was done in what's the word I'm trying to say? To discourage. You understand what I'm saying? To discourage the Black community in one form or another. But Daughters of Confederate Veterans. So I would believe if the Daughters of the Confederate Veterans are still around, which I do believe they are. And I know the Sons of Confederate Veterans are, because they fly a big flag on I-65 South as you go toward Montgomery. Like at the halfway point, there's a big, huge Confederate flag. And that's for private land. Yes, some private property, but it's right. Sons of Confederate Veterans fly that flag. I mean, it's huge. And every time I pass it, I give it a, you know what I mean? Just in case somebody's watching.
Right.
Every time I pass my on the bike, I'll give it one. And I had one dude that saw me do it. He honked his horn and gave me the piece on the piece up on it. But yeah, man, Sons, either the Daughters or the Sons of Confederate Veterans. You got several of those organizations still out there that's been around for 100 years, man. That they'll start a museum and all of that stuff will go there.
Okay. I guess my thought is we're having to pay for it
the
now.
removal.
The removal. And I just wanted to make sure that if we're going to allocate money for something, that even them, their spokesperson, and I'm talking about what is it, race theory? What's the
Critical
stuff that
race
they don't
theory.
want to talk? Critical race theory that they don't want to talk, but it's kind of a contradiction, because you want us to learn about this history as it relates to hatred, but then you don't want us to learn about our history to progress our people. Because you said it does something that causes division. Well, don't you think that caused division as it relates to that flag and the Confederacy? So what are we really talking about here? It's almost not almost, but it's hypocritical, guys.
It is hypocritical. You don't want to teach the children your systems. You don't want to have the systems be able to have the children be able to recognize the systems. But you want to keep it hidden in your statues, in your rhetoric, and in your flag, your loser flag.
Absolutely.
It's hypocritical.
It is.
Because you want to keep it a secret. Because we know what those symbols mean. Us older people do, but the kids don't. You know what I'm saying?
But they'll learn. The ones that are being raised by those people know what those symbols mean.
Right.
You know, you can try to wrap it in heritage and all of that other BS. At the end of the day, they know what they'll eventually learn what it means.
So check this out, guys, and this may be a little far-fetched what I'm about to say, but I was thinking about this whole idea of a certain group, a community of people still teaching their kids it's our way or no way. I was looking at Asia's uniform, and up top they have this particular material that's sewn into their uniform that looks like the skin complexion of white people. And I said, the audacity of them to suggest, even in the uniform, and again, I may be reaching, but I was like, my daughter is dark. That don't even go with
her skin tone.
And I'm suggesting, so are they teaching their kids in a very subliminal way that it's still about us and what we want, and it's our way or no way at all? Because when you get uniforms made, shouldn't that piece up there be the same
Clear.
tone? Because
how about make it clear, so whoever's skin tone is behind it, you understand what I'm saying?
It reflects that skin tone.
It reflects that skin tone. That would be the reasonable thing to do. But Lovejoy, since we were kids, you know, white culture has always been the predominant culture here, and they have done it without apologies. You know what I'm saying? So it's now the tide is changing because parents like us bring light to stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now it's changing. I think moving forward, a lot of stuff like that will change. But I'm always a proponent of, I believe racism is going to be with us from now on. The mindset of it will never change. It's so woven into the fabric of our society that it will literally take millennia to get rid of it.
And that's exactly my point. To that end, Mario, that's what I believe. It's a mindset, it's a system, it's a monster that will not be destroyed. And so we thinking about statues and all those things, and they're looking at us, the audacity of you for even wanting us to take something down that oppress you. Mm-hmm. That's an audacity, man. And I think it's spreading very subtly to even Asia's generation. It's still spread. It's not as overt as it has been, but in very subtle kind of ways, it's still being taught.
Absolutely.
It is. Like I said, it's so woven into the fabric of our society, man. It's kind of hard to separate the majority of it.
Now check this out. You are considered, when you bring up race in America, it's so woven in it. When you bring up race in America, you are called unpatriotic. Ain't that crazy?
Absolutely. You're right.
Just to bring up race?
Just to bring up race. So you are then deemed unpatriotic. A man is kneeling about the treatment of people in the football field, kneeling because of police brutality. He's labeled unpatriotic. You bring up race. It's so race is so woven into American society. If you take on race, you are now you become unpatriotic. You're not a full-blooded, full-throated American.
I remember when I was young, I had to be college age, maybe, or late teens. I had a conversation with a white kid that was talking to me about BET. And why you call it BET? Why is it Black Entertainment? If white people were to have a television that said White Entertainment Television, it would cause an uproar. I said everything we watch is White Entertainment Television, ABC, NBC, CBS, PBS. I said all of that is White Entertainment Television. This is a channel that was created by Black people for Black people because we don't have
anything that represents
a representation on your channels.
Right.
So I think I was probably I had to be in my late teens, early 20s when I was having this conversation with a white guy. And I mean, literally he was getting upset about it. So this is a conversation that they had probably had in his household or in his circle, circle of friends or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But just getting upset about it. But that's part of what we're going back to what we was talking about. It's so woven into society,
But check this out, man.
Differently is unpatriotic.
But check this out. Whenever, and correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, somebody out in the audience that's listening to us, every time we have something of our own that we call Black or culture or whatever, they got to have a piece of it. You ever notice that? And then get mad at us for having a piece of our own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rosewood, Tulsa. Whenever we have a piece of our own and call it our own, well, why you got to separate yourself? Because you have nothing for us.
Right.
Right.
So we need our own to have something for us. Because you say, "Oh, we're integrated now. There is no racism." That's a lie. You still
That's a
got
lie.
statues. You still got flags. Most of the TV now, we still see a bunch of white people. We don't see a bunch of black people. Come on now. Am I telling the truth or am I lying?
You're absolutely right.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? And now what we seeing is the whole, and you know, LGBT and all. Y'all forgive me, but all I see is y'all on TV now.
Yeah.
And
Every
that's
show,
being
even in the
into
kids
civil
shows,
rights.
even in the kids shows this there
Indoctrination early.
Hey, do y'all remember? I'm not sure. Y'all remember. I'm sure. Y'all remember Hee Haw?
Yeah. Don't despair this agony on me. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do y'all remember the Dukes of Hazzard?
Yes.
Just the good old boys. Never meaning no harm. Yeah, I remember that.
But guys,
I remember.
The Confederate flag was flown in both of those
weekly.
The car is called the General Lee.
The car is the General Lee.
It's
General Lee.
And I wanted one. And I wanted one. Didn't know.
Yep. Had no idea. Watch this. Had a Confederate battle cap.
Yep.
Had one.
Me too.
Yeah. I hear you.
Didn't know no different. Wore it to school. My math teacher looked at me like I was crazy. And I'm like, what? She said, take that off in my classroom. And don't put it back on.
Didn't know.
See?
Took it and put it in her drawer. She said, you'll get it back at the end of school. She said, you don't even know what this means and you wearing it.
Right.
I said, wow. I had no idea. I was 12.
And we have people fighting against CRT. Black people. Black people fighting against CRT.
Dummies. That's
preachers. There are preachers out there fighting against CRT.
Cool.
But that just shows you the ignorance still in our people. And watch this, guys, as long as we still have that black person that's doing that, they don't have to say anything. Or when they say something, they just lean on the shoulders of the black puppet that they have and say, see, this person says this, and it automatically justifies their behavior, guys. Get you one black person, just pay him off and let him be the puppet, and then we can just lean on him and say, see, this is the way he thinks. And y'all just upset, victimized mentality people, and that's what they think about us. So keep your mouth closed. Don't talk about those things.
If James Fred was here, he'd bring up Jesse Lee right about now.
I was thinking about him. I promise you, I was thinking about him. I was like,
look, watch this.
I'm not gonna say.
James Fred, you there?
Yeah, I'm back, man.
Okay. Did you hear us talking?
Did you hear the conversation?
No.
Oh, okay.
You had the perfect opportunity for you to talk about your friend Jesse Lee Peterson. I mean, we had it on the platter. I think you would have ate off of that, boy. You would have got full off of that platter.
So y'all starting to come around to some of Jesse Lee's teachings?
No, that's correct, Erica. Yeah, that's correct, Erica. Actually, Bibb Graves. Most black college campuses had, up until like recently, within this year, had a hall on their campus. If you went on black campuses, you had a Bibb Graves hall. Alabama State had one. Alabama A&M had one here in Alabama. That's what, and Bibb Graves was I want to say he was a Klansman. If he wasn't a Klansman, he was a what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out. A racist white dude, whatever, whether he was a sheet wearer or not. But he was a racist white dude with money, and he donated money for education in the state of Alabama. And part of his donation for that was that every campus, college campus in Alabama would have a Bibb Graves hall.
David Bibb Graves. Okay.
And I'm not sure if that was just as it pertained to black colleges, but I know every black college that I know of here in Alabama, state funded college, had a Bibb Graves Hall.
Golly.
Yeah, now, isn't that something? But they have changed that. They renamed the Bibb Graves Hall. I know at Alabama State.
He had a secret endorsement of the Ku Klux Klan.
That's it.
When he got elected.
That's it. That's it.
So the irony of all of this is they're still, and I'm not sure if they closed this particular high school down, but they have a Lee High School here
in Alabama. Oh, in Huntsville.
Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here it is. This is what got him in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lovejoy. I'm gonna let you finish. Hold on.
No. Go ahead.
He was a strong opponent of eugenic sterilization.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you don't know what eugenics is, basically it's science to sterilize, the study of the science to sterilize black folk, and so that we can't procreate, blah, 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 blah. That was a real thing that was happening. What, at the turn of the century?
1930s.
1930s.
You got to remember that was happening in women's prisons.
Yeah.
In the 80s and 90s, where women were going in for procedures, and they were sterilizing the black prisoners, the black female prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
This was as early as the 90s.
So we're not far removed from that.
No, because it's done differently now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's done. It's done through. It's done differently. It's done on a couple of different levels. Look at what we eat. Look at the food that we eat that's placed in our communities.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that food is more affordable and it's cheap by the draws than
exactly.
if you decide you're going to eat a very healthy diet.
Right. It's done like that. Now when you
but also not even what we eat is what we watch. I mean, just matter of fact, but you had to turn off the TV, bro. You know what I'm saying? What Lil Nas X was on there, and we see these images of an emasculated man, black man, as a matter of fact.
You see that of an emasculated black man, effeminate black man, and a masculine black woman.
Right.
You know, or if you look at millennials now, look at the people that's of dating age now. None of them are really talking about getting married anymore. None of them are talking about starting families anymore. That used to be a thing in the black community. You know, you get married, you have babies. Now it's not about that. It's about being single, and I'm gonna keep my peace. And you go ahead and keep your peace and watch your race die off.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The race ain't gonna die off because these Negroes filling them up. They just ain't sticking around.
They ain't sticking around. Well, whatever.
These Negroes filling them up though.
And on top of that, Texas making it illegal to kill them. Even if you got raped, now you can't have an abortion in Texas.
But that's that's not about us. That's about them.
You think
that's
so?
About them, dude? If we keep having, if Mexicans, blacks, and immigrants keep having babies at the number that we're having, we would overtake them.
We are, but
and abortion is about the white people keeping their babies because
they're having abortions at a higher rate.
They won't have the numbers no more.
And are they having them at a higher rate than us right now? You think?
No.
They're not.
That's the point.
Report showed us that. The census report showed us that.
I don't think that they have an abortion. I'm talking about, are they having abortions at a higher rate than not children?
Enough for them to say that they need to stop having abortions.
Okay. My theory behind that is privatized prisons need people. And with that being said, they playing the long game.
Yeah, they are playing. I believe that.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I think it's more about that than anything. You know, okay, we know this is probably going to be an unwanted child that she can't have, so it's not going to be taken care of properly. So it will eventually become a victim of the system.
Right. It's a two-pronged system, bro. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you totally. You need
Mhm.
cogs for the wheels, you need cogs for the machine, but
Mhm.
you also need to keep the white the white
white.
race making babies
Mhm.
because they're not
But
making
it's
enough
not
babies.
happening.
Right.
But it's not happening.
Right.
It's not happening. So you control the system or the procreation of that system by incarcerating black males. And when I say
That's why.
incarcerate, I'm talking about starting in pre-K
Right.
with labeling. So now you create this paper trail and this tag that follows this child all the way till they become an adult. And the child is labeled. So they are preparing that child to be a unit of the prison system. And how much is it a year per year? What is it? 65,000? And then the
Per
private
one body.
per one body, 65.
Mhm.
That's big business.
That is
If you
big
can keep
business.
them in there, wait a minute, you keep them in jail, then the other half you introduce them to the homosexual community
Mhm.
and the confusion thereof. And
Mhm.
the rest of the guys that's out, you try to, that's a small percentage, guys. Us, where we're working and being productive citizens, we won't be able to procreate and then increase the black population.
Mhm.
It's impossible. So that system is what
That's
we're fighting against.
that's the school to prison pipeline. If
Yep.
you ever Google
That's
the
exactly right.
school to prison pipeline, Google that and watch it. And basically public schools, especially public schools in black areas, um, they don't teach you here's what they teach you now. It's not about creativity. School is not about
No doubt.
creativity and imagination anymore.
No doubt.
It's about following rules.
Right. Becoming
That's
a cog.
really what school is here. Now, if you go to school, let's say somewhere in California, because I had somebody from California talk to me, what we were talking about the difference in the school system here versus the school system out west, or maybe let's say even in New York, but definitely out west, it was more about creative thinking and creativity. The difference here, they said, it was just about these are the rules, you follow the rules. If you break the rules, these are the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm. That's
and
exactly right.
and that has been that started coming about in I saw that in the 80s. I didn't understand that's what it was then when I was in elementary school, but I see that's what it was. I saw the change, I saw the shift, and I can remember some conversations that some of my teachers, and I overheard my teachers and the principal have in school at the time. But that was the shift. I saw it in the 80s. I saw it in the 80s. So, but yeah.
Hey man, can I tell y'all something real quick that I guess I'm experiencing living here?
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the most degrading things I think I've ever seen for our people.
What?
So Ariel was at the school with Keisha. Keisha works for, I won't call the school because I don't want to do that.
Okay.
But I was doing what they call watchdog dad. That's where the fathers come up and they're integrated into the classroom. You can come read to the kids. You can come be a part of their classroom. And so I thought it was important for me as a father and a father of color to make sure that they saw my face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was a Friday afternoon, and the intercom chirped, and they came and says, for those kids who need it's some kind of basket that they give children that are less fortunate, is Roman noodles and things like that. And every single time, it hurts my heart to even talk about it. Guess who was? They'll call the student to come get their bag for the weekend. And it was so degrading for me how it was done. The kids are labeled because they live in a certain part. Now, up here is very upper middle class district, but there's a certain portion in this black people that don't have means, and they degrade them by making them come to this particular room to get their food for the weekend because they don't have much.
Really?
I can speak to that directly because
Okay.
in 2013 when I was homeless and I had my boys with me, Justin was just starting school, and he they just like Lovejoy said, they had, because we were living in a homeless shelter, and just like Lovejoy said, he came home with a bag, with a paper bag with a bunch of food in it that said Justin Fred indigent.
Wow.
Indigent?
And, yes.
Really?
Yeah. So I went up to the school the next day, and just like Lovejoy said, they called these kids out. The person walked in the room, called Justin's name. Justin went up and he said, "Here's your bag." And on the bag was stapled a big piece of white paper that said Justin Fred indigent. I had a fit.
You should have. Are
Yeah.
you serious?
I had a fit, man. I'm like, why are y'all doing these kids like that?
Yeah.
Like it's see, Justin was young then. He was in kindergarten. So he didn't really understand any of that. He just got a bag that had some food and snacks and stuff in it. He was happy.
Right.
But they were doing that to kids older than him, though, too.
Yeah. Yes.
First, second, third, fourth, fifth grades. They were doing that.
Yes.
A person came around every Friday with these bags.
Can I tell you, James, who's the one that's coming around giving these kids bags?
Who?
A local church.
Yep.
A local white congregation.
A local white congregation who has more money than they know what to do with. And what they do, they label our kids, man. They label our kids. And I was hot. And I said something to Keisha about it. I said, so is this the way that they do us? Because I promise you, I did not see one white kid. If they did, they did it another way. But that was embarrassing. It labeled us, and you could hear the talking or the chatter behind. Because the kids, like James said, the kids don't know any better. They just
right.
But the label that comes with that, man, and the idea of how they still see us is crazy. It's crazy. And so you brand the kids, and that's the upbringing. That's the upbringing to keep them a part of the system, giving them something free and making them feel a certain way. We have the responsibility, guys, to make sure we say something about that kind of stuff. Because if we don't, the same thought and mentality is going to continue to perpetuate this particular cycle.
Yeah, I told the principal, I said, y'all got to stop them from doing that. That ain't cool at all. Like, you know, I understand that they're trying to help, but to do that, to just put on them kids like that, nah, that ain't cool at all.
Yeah, man.
That's sad, dog.
Man.
I don't know how I feel about that, man. I just, you know what I mean? That just took me over to the other side right quick.
Right. On one hand, they need the help, but the degradation on the other end of it.
That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna do, Jesus even spoke about that. He says, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is
doing. Do it in secret.
Do it in secret.
That's good.
You don't have to do it that way. If you're saying that's outreach, local church, there's a list with these people's name on it. And if you're going to do it and you got all this money, why don't you go to them in secret and in private and deliver it to their houses?
Right.
Let me tell you something. We had more churches coming by that homeless shelter trying to do photo ops for their websites and for their social media pages than a little bit.
And you sure right, bro. You sure right.
I refuse to let my kids get in any of that. They would come in there, okay, let's gather up all the kids and go outside so we can take pictures. And you wanna take pictures of you handing my child a bag of food or a bag of clothes or something.
That's foolishness, man.
There is a summit that's happening here, sponsored by a church out in, I want to say a white congregation out in Homewood, but it's like a racial summit that they're having, and they are running the advertisement on like BET and stuff like that.
Wait. They're running the what, Mario?
Advertisement.
The advertisement. Okay.
That is a word, James.
Yes,
Ray.
it is. Yeah, most of us say advertisement. That's right. That's all. Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, look, I'm proud of him to say that he said it too. You know, that's a good Hensley piece.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You got by with that one, Mario, because that one he supposed to stop you in your tracks with that one, but he did. But go ahead.
Yeah. So with that said, ambivert is a real word, and so is
It's a real word.
advertisement.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I want to say it's like I don't want to give the wrong church, but it's a Homewood based church, and I think it's a Baptist church. I think I may be wrong, but I know it's out of Homewood and white congregation, but they want to have a racial summit. And
Talking about Dawson? It's not Dawson?
Metropolitan?
Huh?
Metropolitan?
Nope.
Okay.
It's the name of the city, Baptist Church, I think.
No. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily want to call their name, but
Gotcha.
but at any rate, I think that is at this point, we don't need to be pulled in any summits about racism. You know what you're doing at this point.
No.
You just stop your behavior.
As simple as that.
We've had this conversation. To me, we don't need to come to the table no more. It's over.
It's over.
There's no more coming to the table for black people.
See, I was about to say that. I was going to go back to June. Check this out. I was going to go back to June 2020 and quote Steve about coming to the table and holding hands, singing Kumbaya. Those times are absolutely over for me.
Right.
Why would you have a summit? No, because you're not going to hear anything I have to say anyway. You're not going to hear me. So what's the point? It's a time waster. Just change your ways, change your behavior,
change your heart,
and then maybe after I see consistency in you, then maybe we can dialogue. But until then, that's an exercise in futility for me.
Here it is. It's
that show up to that crazy.
The Birmingham Racial Unity Leadership Conference.
That's an oxymoron. That's an oxymoron, Mario.
Racial unity is an oxymoron.
What is it? What is it, Mario?
It's called the Birmingham Racial Unity Leadership Summit. I was trying to. Homewood Church of Christ is the host church.
Okay, I ain't got. Okay, I'm not. Okay.
Homewood and Roosevelt Church of Christ are the host.
So Homewood is teaming up with Roosevelt Church of Christ.
Homewood Church of Christ and Roosevelt. So it's a Church of Christ.
Now I can guarantee you, I almost want to guarantee you that Homewood has never done anything with Roosevelt City Church of Christ. I bet you that.
Well, Roosevelt City Church of Christ is a white congregation, correct?
No.
Most Church of Christ are white. Church of God in Christ are black.
No, sir. Church in Christ, Roosevelt City Church in Christ, unless there's a different one, that's a black congregation. Probably back in 2002, 2003, their choir made a complete a cappella gospel album.
Yeah, because they don't believe in music in the sanctuary.
Yeah, Church of Christ don't do music.
They don't do music in the sanctuary.
It was really dope though. But they those are black folks there. If it's the same Roosevelt, this was Roosevelt City Church in Christ. This is out in Roosevelt City. I've been there.
That's Roosevelt City. This is Roosevelt.
Okay, no, it says Roosevelt City.
Oh, it does say Roosevelt City?
Yeah.
Okay, no, this said I'm looking at Roosevelt Church of Christ. It doesn't say city on mine.
This one says Roosevelt City Church of Christ, Homewood Church of Christ, and Roosevelt City Church of Christ.
This one didn't. This one just said Roosevelt, but okay.
Yeah, those are black folks.
Okay, this gonna be a bunch of BS, and I'm not cussing intentionally tonight. It's gonna be a bunch of BS. You know why? Because three words are throwing me. You use racial unity, leadership, all in the same sentence.
Okay. Expound, please.
Like I said earlier, the racial unity is an oxymoron.
He's a
Right.
more in and of itself.
And then the leadership part of that, who's the leaders?
Yeah, Roosevelt City is black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Unmistakably.
Okay, so tell me
Negroidian.
who's the leader? Is it Roosevelt City or is it Homewood? Who's the leader?
Homewood is the Homewood. Watch this. Come on, bro. Homewood is listed first. Typically, they are listed in the order of,
So then tell me what's going to be accomplished. It still has the same aroma of white privilege, and they think they're the leaders because I'm sure they were the one who created this summit.
Right. Of course.
And it's just been some black people that just said,
They
yes,
pull
we'll
some
be
black
there.
people in. They pull some black people in. Of course. You know it is.
There's the problem. There lies the problem. There lies the problem.
Therein
So why
lies
don't you just do some stuff on your own and speak against justice and black people being marginalized? Why don't you speak against those things and take a stance and go against the grain? Then maybe I'll think you're sincere and serious about what you're saying, and maybe we can talk then. But what you're not going to do is use another church as a token black church to say we're trying to create unity. Absolutely not. That's absurdity for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna pick a church that's in a poor black community.
Exactly.
To try to do that.
Right.
Nah,
James, isn't that a shadow of what they have been doing to us when they want to get a point across?
Yeah.
Yes.
They go to the poorest neighborhoods for photo ops to have speaking points to justify what they're doing.
Yep.
Like they take their ass over there. Oh God, I saw one more cuss. They take their tail over there to Africa and do photo ops and them being missionaries and taking pictures in Africa.
Right.
That's not a bit more real than a man in the moon, man. You can miss me with that. I can't change my name because I'm on my phone. But I would change my name. So.
Wow.
What you looking at, Steve?
Just the optics of coming up with Homewood Church of Christ website as opposed to Roosevelt
City. Is it not a stark difference, bro? All right.
I rest my case.
But look, when you said Roosevelt City, because I'm thinking Roosevelt is somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think Roosevelt City, but when we confirmed that it was Roosevelt City, we all know if you're from the Birmingham area, Roosevelt City is old, poor, and black.
They got one token black in their leadership, and he holds two positions.
Oh man, miss me with that.
The outreach minister and local outreach team leader is the same black man in their leadership.
They sent him out there
in the black communities. They get him over out in the black community. He's their connect to the black community.
That's exactly right.
That's all that is. That's it. Because ain't none of them coming in dry.
Yeah. This is irritating. This is irritating, man.
So it's more of the same.
It's still the same thing.
It's more of the same.
It's what they do. Now we're just trying to spiritualize it, guys.
Right.
And we're cloaking it with spirituality, and you can miss me with that foolishness.
Right, Carlton. Carlton Mack said, "We know what the problem is. We know what the problem is. So why do we have to talk about it?" Right.
That's my point. That's my point, man.
You are the problem. Now, unless you want us to somebody to walk up in there and say, "Look, the problem is y'all." You know,
and then walk back out.
And then walk out.
Back out. Sum it over with.
The problem is y'all.
But they don't want to hear that. They're not going to hear that.
The problem is we need Jesus. We need to lead these people to Christ and the what's that scripture about the fix for the world is something or healing to the nation or something, whatever. Wrap it in whatever one of them scriptures you got about it being a bomb in Gilead and all of that other stuff. Wrap it in all of that. No, what we need is y'all to change y'all.
That's it.
I almost cussed. I almost dropped the F-bomb. On my
That's what they need to do. We listen. We tried the spiritual way, they didn't like it. We tried the peaceful way, they didn't like it. We tried tearing up stuff. So y'all obviously are not hearing what we're saying. So why on earth would I come sit down with you so I can say the same thing that's been said for 100 years that y'all not listening to?
This summit.
You want to know what we want? Go listen to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. They'll tell you. I don't need to tell you again.
This summit is about soothing their white guilt. That's all this is about.
Bam.
That's all,
There you
Steve.
go. That's what I was
all.
trying to get to. Thank you.
That's all.
That's all it's about. It's
There
all
you
about
go.
soothing their white guilt, because y'all can go in there and kumbaya and say, "Oh, we are like Mario was saying, we just need more Jesus. We need more love, and we need the love of Jesus to come in our hearts and all
Okay,
that other
Steve.
crap." But
Steve.
you preach that, but your inside is not matching up with your outside. Or it's not
Steve.
matching up at all because you're lying, and there's no need. I'm sorry. This fires me up, y'all. And we got preachers out here, man, who preach all we need is love. If that was it, it would have been done now. If it was just that we need Jesus, it would have been done now. After 2,000 years plus years of preaching Jesus, you would think it'd have been changed by now. When do you think that, Lovejoy?
I was going to ask a question. So which Jesus are we talking about?
The blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus, or the woolly haired?
It don't matter because
It does.
No, it don't, because if the principle is Jesus is love, if the principle is Jesus is love,
Steve, their ideology of Jesus is not the same as our same Jesus.
but
We saw that this year. We saw that with the conservative Christians and how they saw Jesus. Are we talking about the Jesus that you see that was this gay dude that was painted by Leonardo da Vinci? His gay lover? Is that the Jesus we're talking about? Are we talking about the Jesus who was on the side of the marginalized, Luke chapter 4? Which Jesus? That's why I said, which Jesus are we talking about? Because the Jesus that we're talking about is going to make you go back and examine. Now that we see mirror to mirror, face to face, now I know in part, but then I know evil is also unknown. But that's the Jesus I'm talking about. What Jesus are they talking about? That's my point. Because there's two different Jesus. What's that?
Go watch that documentary when you get a chance.
what is that on?
I can't see that, Mario.
It's on Prime.
Oh, it's on Prime.
It's on Prime.
What is
A Question of Faith? It's
a contradiction, a question of faith. It's about the impact of church in the Black community.
We're definitely not preaching the same Jesus.
Or in some cases the lack thereof.
I'm gonna say this the last time I'm gonna say this. I'm not kumbaya with you. I'm not coming to your summit. I'm not coming to your leadership. I ain't coming to pray with you. The problem is you have a heart problem. Just like I've said it, like I've said over before. We over in Iraq killing brown people over a heart condition. Them folk don't like us. It's in their heart. You can't kill terrorism. Terrorism can't be killed. Period.
You're trying
It's
to
a
fight an
mindset.
idea.
It's in the heart. Racism, once again, it's a heart and mind issue. Unless the mind and the heart is changed, forget about it. There's no need for me to come and summit with you. We can eat. If you want to go out and hang out and have lunch, let's go hang out and have lunch.
No, I ain't even doing that because you're nasty. You don't wash your hands like Monday. I ain't doing that. Sorry. I'm not doing that foolishness.
I love watching Muhammad Ali. He said, "Who is my oppressor?" Remember that?
Right.
He said, "Who my oppressor?" They ain't oppressing me. You want me to go over and kill this brown person? They ain't oppressing me. You my oppressor when I'm trying to get a job. You my oppressor. I was like, yeah.
Hey, if I go out, guys, my phone is on 10%.
Okay, now it's time to wrap up anyway, y'all. James, you got anything? Because you came in late. You didn't get a chance to say anything.
Nah, man, no. I'm good. We'll discuss some stuff on the next show.
Okay.
I've gotten fed up with the Facebook scientists.
Oh yes.
With this whole COVID thing, man, it's and vaccines and viruses and all this. It's astounding to me how people who can barely pay their rent all of a sudden now have become biologists. and want to get on Facebook and discuss how a vaccine and how a virus works and how the vaccine does or does not work. And it's amazing, man. And what makes me mad with it though is, again, I'm not vaccinated right now, but to hear people say silly stuff about the vaccine is absolutely, like, these people talking, it changes the RNA and all that. Well, that's because that's what a virus is made up of. It has to change it, idiot. If it doesn't, it doesn't work. Right. It doesn't do anything to your DNA. See, it's just it's stuff, man, that people haven't studied. And right. I actually had a lady ask me one time, well, how do I know this stuff? And I said, ma'am, I've been commercially cleaning buildings for 20 years. I can tell you outbreaks in buildings in Birmingham that y'all know nothing about. Outbreaks of staph, outbreaks of lice, outbreaks of all types of stuff in these buildings in Birmingham that y'all don't know nothing about, that the health department covered up, that the health department didn't want anybody to know. There are 5-star hotels in this city whose kitchens had to be shut down because of E. coli and salmonella. So it's my job to know this stuff. And I understand how this stuff works, which is, people, man, it's Lord have mercy. Okay. Facebook is a wonderful thing, man. You can be what and whoever you want to be. I got folks running around here talking about how much they balling and all that. Want a video done, I tell them $300 and they act like it's the craziest thing in the world. But you was just on Facebook talking about how you going to get the bag. Well, maybe you need to check the bag because ain't nothing in it, obviously.
you grabbed the wrong bag
or something. It's just amazing to me, man. But we can get into all of that next week.
Okay.
All right, Steven.
Well, guys, you've been watching the Four Black Guys show. It's been an interesting show. The first half of it was about my vacation, which I ain't telling these jokers ever again.
That's what it was about right there.
And so, man, we hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. We're going to be back here again next week at the same time, Sunday evening at 7:30, guys. We sure do appreciate you guys that come in every week. Tell somebody about us. We're trying to get the numbers up.
I give Lovejoy a year-long subscription to Pornhub.
Lovejoy said he got the lifetime subscription, baby.
I didn't mean to interrupt your close. I'm joking.
All right. Can I say something that's gonna tell on me? If you just like jacking off, you don't need a subscription because they give you 3 and 4 minutes already. So if you take it
and we're moving.
Okay. Well,
actually, Lovejoy, some of them they give you longer than 3-4 minutes, man.
They do. Some of them 20. Some of them 20.
Right. You can get some time in off the free.
You really don't need a subscription.
Steve, you just fade the black, bro. We'll see.
So y'all listen. So we got y'all. I just want y'all to understand. You've got Pornhub. You've got X videos. You've got xnxx.com. So y'all write those.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Four Black Guys.
James, just be careful with those because those you download viruses. So Pornhub is the most one with integrity and stuff like that. So just stay with Pornhub.
So Pornhub has the integrity.
Yeah. I can't believe I even just said that.
Right. Hey, speaking of oxymoron.
Right.
I can't believe I just said that. I couldn't keep a straight face when I was saying it.
Oh, well. So like Mario, you see, we still give out plenty of facts and information. You see that? You
facts
see that?
and info. See?
Facts and info.
Even that stuff you didn't want.
I didn't got in trouble.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I didn't got in trouble.
Of course you did.
Really?
You should have kept your mouth shut, but now you had to run.
No, listen,
run with Lovejoy.
But let me put the disclaimer out there. I don't go to those sites personally,
but you know about
I just know of those sites.
Right.
That's all. That's all.
Well, just find a way to incorporate it into y'all's private time. It'll be okay.
There you go. Whatever make y'all.
Hey, whatever works.
But y'all save. Y'all not doing.
We don't do that stuff, man.
Right.
Yeah. How can you do that in the same breath?
Huh?
Well, I
Do
guess
what?
same way. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I guess same way I can quote scriptures and then cuss.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Those
how
are marital aids. That's what I call them. Marital aids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marital
But
aid.
Pornhub, guys, it has about 9,000 videos.
Okay, all right, man. We up out here. Man.
Okay, we ain't finna go to the finer
We're gonna
points
go
of
to the finer
Pornhub.
things of
Like
Pornhub.
dirty
I think
talk,
most of the people watch already know.
dirty sluts, dirty talking.
All right, put your fours up. All right, we see y'all
All
next
right.
week. Bye.